Jared. I know you're missing a lot of key guys, but what did you think of your top players tonight?
No, there's no excuses. I didn't like our game tonight, top to bottom. It's terrible.
That's surprising considering where you guys did in the first two games that you would come out that way.
Yeah, it is surprising because I would have bet money that we were going to be really good tonight, just based on yesterday, this morning, my conversations around the room. So I can't really explain it at this point.
Coach, did you feel that there was a little bit of confidence shown from Guerilla,
Yeah.
considering the last two?
Yeah. And probably not a great start, right? But I thought, that was our worst defensive game of the three by a mile, not even close. And so, tonight he made a lot of big saves. He did. Yeah.
Is it harder to turn the page from a loss like that when they kind of pile on the way they have the last three?
No, but it's harder to turn the page because of the way we played. There's I was honest with you guys, I know on the outside you can look at the score 8-4, 6-4, that's horrible results, but there's a lot in both those games that I liked a lot, like a significant amount. And tonight, I'll have to go through it with a fine-tooth comb to find something I liked.
Do you think there's kind of added pressure, not because you're missing the talent you're missing, but because you're missing those guys, other guys are trying to do too much? Is there any bit of that in your eyes?
I think it could be a better question for some of the players, but I think that tonight it looked like what we were cheating the game, right? You have to play the game the right way in order to have success. If you're trying to cheat it for offense, then things aren't going to look good defensively. And I don't want to say that's the only scenario, because we struggled with the puck, we struggled to make plays, we were trying to make plays into traffic when it just looked like we weren't seeing it. We made a lot of soft plays. We were delayed on some of the plays that we were making, it was too slow. There was a lot wrong with it, so it's hard to narrow it down. I can go through the first couple of games and tell you exactly what I didn't like about the games, exactly what I did today. It's pretty much everything.
Is there a stretch like this in the past you can compare this to?
Oh, yeah. I just don't like it because it's at the start of the year. Yeah, every year, multiple times. Yeah, a year.
Cal Ritchie gets his first NHL goal.
Yeah.
Now, you said it'd be tough to find anything you liked about this game. What can you say?
Great start. Great start to the game. I thought, I didn't notice him as much after, but he had a great start. He was skating, looked confident. His first couple shifts, he scores. He went out another couple shifts. He looked great. That's the best he's looked like just in a small window. And I've been going through his games and talking with him and trying to get him to understand that he can play with some more confidence, a little bit more swagger, use his skating to his advantage. He did that early in the game. And maybe even later on, I wasn't watching him as closely as I was watching his start, but he had a great start to the game. Got rewarded because he was doing the right things.
Is there a common thread in the mistakes being made, like communication or an effort or confusion?
Well, there was some plays tonight where we didn't have the effort we needed on the defending side of it. And I don't know, we've been trying to ramp up the communication, and I see guys talk, but there are certain plays when we have to be way more assertive and more physical and more engaged physically to defend, and we did that in the first two games. We didn't do it tonight.
There's no Taves tonight. Is this where this will linger, or is there an update on him?
Yeah, day to day right now. Yesterday I thought it was just going to be a maintenance thing. Obviously Wood was able to go, and this morning we got kind of news that Taser wouldn't. So day off tomorrow, and we'll just see. I depends what you mean by linger. I'm hoping he's back next game, but based on today, there's a possibility that maybe he's not.
What about Jonathan? Is he a possibility for Wednesday night?
Oh, no, he's gonna have a little bit of a longer timeline. Don't know it exactly yet either, cause he's getting reevaluated. But he won't play Wednesday.
Does it, given what happened with Alex the first two games, is it harder to evaluate what he did tonight because of everything else that was going on around him?
No, I have to separate it, right? And that's what we do, as individuals and as a team. I separate it. Like, we don't want to, like, game one, game two, we evaluate it, we go through it, we present the information to the players so they understand it. We may talk about where our mentality's at. I thought that was really important yesterday, like, where are we at mentally, and really try to bring it into focus, like, what's gone on. But then we try to implement the things we talk about, get better in the areas that we want to, keep building on the strengths, and try not to take, although we don't completely forget about it because there's areas we have to improve, you don't want to bring the baggage in from last game even into tonight, because then you're just starting from a place of like frustration, worry, or tense, whatever it is. You have to let it go and focus on the present and stay in the moment. That's what you got to do, and we'll have to do it again on Wednesday. But I evaluate Gorgie's game. I look at it, and I mean, that was his best of the three, and he made some big saves. He looked more like himself tonight, which is a big step in the right direction.
Thank you, Jared.
Yeah.